The briefing room was silent, save for the hum of the central computer. A single beam of light illuminated a figure perched on a tiny chair. Agent Squeaky, the top operative of the Secret Squirrel Service, or SSS, adjusted his comically small tuxedo. On the screen before him, the face of Director Nutwood appeared, his expression grim. "Squeaky," he began, his voice a low rumble, "we have a situation of the highest priority. The golden acorn has been stolen." Squeaky's whiskers twitched. The golden acorn wasn't just any acorn. It was the symbol of squirrel prosperity, the source of their eternal winter stash. "Who would dare?" Squeaky chirped, his voice a mix of shock and determination. "Our intelligence points to one organization," Director Nutwood continued, as a logo appeared on the screen, a sinister cat paw with extended claws. CLAW, the clandestine league of aspiring world domination. The leader, a fiend known only as Doctor. No Claw is behind this. The mission was clear. Infiltrate CLAW's headquarters, retrieve the golden acorn, and escape unnoticed. "Consider it done," Director Squeaky said, saluting with a tiny paw. He was equipped with the latest SS gadgets, a grappling hook disguised as a walnut, smoke pellets that looked like sunflower seeds, and night vision goggles that fit perfectly over his beady eyes. His mission was set. The fate of Squirrelkind rested on his tiny shoulders. CLAW headquarters was exactly as the intel described, a sleek, modern skyscraper that loomed over the city like a giant scratching post. It was a fortress of steel and glass, patrolled by the most formidable guards imaginable, security cats. Squeaky, under the cover of darkness, scurried up the building's exterior, his claws finding purchase in the tiny crevices of the wall. He was a shadow against the city lights, a furry phantom on a mission. He found an entry point through a ventilation shaft on the 50th floor. The air inside was cool and smelled faintly of tuna and catnip, the enemy's den. He dropped silently onto a polished floor, his night vision goggles casting a world in an eerie green glow. The first line of defense was a laser grid, a crisscrossing web of red beams that danced across the corridor. For a normal intruder, it would be impossible. For Agent Squeaky, it was a playground. With the grace of a trapeze artist, he leaped, twisted, and somersaulted through the gaps, his bushy tail acting as a perfect counterbalance. He didn't break a single beam. Next, the patrol cats. He could hear their soft paws padding on the floor, their low purrs echoing like distant thunder. He ducked behind a large potted plant as a sleek black cat strolled by, its tail held high. Squeaky held his breath. He deployed his first gadget, a decoy mouse powered by a miniature motor. It whizzed across the hallway, and the guard cat, instincts taking over, gave chase with a yowl. The path was clear. Squeaky navigated the maze of cubicles, each one occupied by a cat staring intently at a screen displaying a single red dot. It was hypnotic, brilliant, and evil. He had to stay focused. His target was the penthouse, Doctor. Noklaw's personal office, where the golden acorn was surely being held. He located the elevator shaft, pried open the doors with his walnut grappling hook, and began the long climb up the cables, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. Reaching the top floor, he emerged into a lavishly decorated office. Velvet curtains, a grand oak desk, and a fish tank bubbling with exotic fish. And there, on a velvet cushion in the center of the desk, sat the golden acorn. It shimmered under the soft office lights, its golden shell radiating power. But it wasn't unguarded. From a large, rotating chair, a figure emerged. A fluffy white Persian cat wearing a diamond-studded collar and a sinister monocle. "I've been expecting you, Agent Squeaky," the cat purred, his voice smooth and menacing. It was in that drive that No Claw. "The game is up, No Claw," Squeaky declared, striking a heroic pose on the edge of the desk. "Hand over the acorn, and I might let you keep one of your 9 lives, Doctor." No Claw simply chuckled, a low, rumbling sound. "You squirrels and your silly trinkets. You see an acorn. I see the key to ultimate power. With its energy, I will power my giant laser pointer, and hold every red dot on Earth hostage. He stroked a small, white mouse cowering on his desk, mister. Bigglesworth agrees. Your plan is insane. Squeaky retorted. Insanity, my dear squirrel, is just a matter of perspective, doctor. No Claw sneered. He pressed a button on his desk. Steel shutters slammed down over the windows, and the office was plunged into near darkness. There was no escape. Squeaky knew he had only one chance. He had to create a diversion. He threw a sunflower seed smoke pellet. The room filled with a thick, nutty-smelling smokeless doctor. No Claw coughed, his eyes watering. What is this foul stench? In the confusion, Squeaky dashed for the desk. He snatched the golden acorn just as doctor. No Claw swiped at him with a paw, claws extended. Squeaky dodged, the claws missing him by a whisker. The chase was on. Squeaky scampered across the office, the heavy acorn clutched in his paws. Drive that no-dash Claw, surprisingly agile for his size, was in hot pursuit. They leaped from bookshelf to filing cabinet, a blur of fur and fury. Squeaky, using his small size to his advantage, weaved through the legs of chairs and under tables. Drive that no Claw, blinded by rage, crashed through his own expensive furniture. You won't get away with this, you rodent. He hissed. Squeaky saw his opening. The giant fish tank. With a mighty leap, he landed on the lid and, using all his strength, pushed. The lid tipped, and a torrent of water and exotic fish cascaded onto the floor, right in doctor. No Claw's path. The Persian cat, like most of his kind, hated water. He screeched, slipping and sliding on the wet floor, completely distracted. Squeaky didn't hesitate. He ran for the air vent he'd used to enter the penthouse, the golden acorn held tight. He could hear Doctor. No Claw's furious yowls behind him, along with the sound of alarms blaring throughout the building. The entire headquarters was in chaos. Security cats were running in every direction, confused by the smoke, the water, and the frantic orders being shouted over the intercom. He scurried back down the ventilation shafts. The sounds of chaos fading above him, he navigated the laser grids once more, which were now flickering erratically due to the building-wide alert. He finally emerged back into the cool night air, took a deep breath of freedom, and looked back at the skyscraper, now lit up with flashing red lights. Back at SS headquarters, Director Nutwood was waiting. Squeaky placed the golden acorn on the briefing table. It glowed with a warm, comforting light. Mission accomplished, Director, he reported, a little out of breath but triumphant. Director Nutwood picked up the acorn, his eyes twinkling with pride. Excellent work, Squeaky. You saved us all. Drive that no Claw's plans have been foiled, and the winter stash is secure. He placed a paw on Squeaky's shoulder. Get some rest, but not too much. Evil never sleeps, and neither does the secret squirrel service. Squeaky nodded, a determined glint in his eye. He adjusted his tiny tuxedo, ready for whatever came next. The world was full of villains, but as long as Agent Squeaky was on the case, the forces of good and nuts would always prevail. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Agent Squeaky's adventure, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling missions. Let us know in the comments what kind of gadget Squeaky should get next. See you in the next video.